is saying, no matter what you say, if God has said you wasn't waking up this morning,
You wouldn't up.
you ain't waking up. You ain't waking up.
My Lord.
You ain't waking up. And so we need to get over our fear of what God wants us to do. We talked about in Sunday school this morning that the fact is obedience, when we was talking about with Abraham.
Come on.
And we was talking about, God told him, he said, I want you to sacrifice your son.
My Lord. My Lord.
Abraham didn't know God was putting him through a test. He didn't know it at all. But he obeyed. And he, won't you catch this? He went for 3 days journey when he left his home to get to the mountain that God was sent him to. 3 days. Can you imagine Satan beating him upside the head with that? No, you don't want to do that. Do you really want to do that? Do you really want to? You don't want to sacrifice your son. Everybody got kids know how it feels if you had to sit there and kill your son or your daughter.
That's right.
Some of us will turn around and say, I ain't heard God. That wasn't God.
Couldn't be. It's just me.
Nah.
Right.
Know how long it took me to have this boy? Know what I went through? It's not no return engagement. I ain't young like I used to be.
That's right. So Abraham not Sarah.
Come on. Lord knows. He did good. Some of us now, men, we tell the wife everything. Sarah ain't no way in the world she would have let that happen. God, Abraham took his son to the mountain.
My Lord. My Lord.
And his son. And we even saw there that his son did not fight his father. He asked the question. He said, we got the wood, we got the fire, we got the knife, but where's the sacrifice? Abraham said, God will provide. He will provide. So they get the wood together and everything there, and he ties up his son and put his son down. His son. Now you know, you got to understand that his son was a young man. He could have beat Dad down. He could have outran Dad. He could have did, no, that ain't happening.
Exactly.
But he went on ahead, he allowed himself to be tied up and placed on the wood. And you know what I said today? I said, if you think about it, Abraham did what he did because he had a relationship with God. The son did what he did because he had a relationship with the Father. My question is this: what kind of relationship you got with your brother? When I mean your brother, I'm talking about Jesus Christ.
Yes, yes.
That the fact is, when you're asked something, that you trust him. You don't have an understanding, you don't see how it's going to go, you don't know how it's going to turn out, but you still obey. One thing Abraham said, if you really catch it, when he told his servants, and he got ready to go to the mountain, he told his servants, we're going to offer a sacrifice, and me and my son will return. Don't know how.
Come on.
But I know we coming back.
That's
All right now.
And he could only say that because he had confidence in his relationship with God.
That's right.
And if you got confidence in your relationship with God, what was asked today shouldn't have been no problem.
Amen.
Out, okay, y'all ain't gonna say that.
That's getting good. That's getting good.
Because you know that the God you serve, there is nothing too big.
Come on.
There is nothing too hard. There is nothing he can't do.
Come on, man. Jesus. Nothing. Jesus. Thank you.
Man record of winning everything has got a lot of numbers on the losing side. God record on winning everything had lost one time yet.
Come on.
One time yet.
Amen.
He's a million and old.
All right.
Amen.
All right.
Even beyond that, I just threw that in my mouth. I just threw it out. And his greatest accomplishment was when his son came back from death.
Oh, have mercy.
We bless the Lord. We thank God for God has been in this place.
Yes, he has.
Yes,
Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
I'm going to touch briefly on, I believe that Lord is going to lead into a series, and we titled it, Facing Your Giants. Facing Your Giants. How many of y'all know this was a giant test you had today?
Yes.
Understand, you don't know when that giant going to come. I mean, I like the way God was moving because I'm sitting there moving. There's a giant for a whole lot of people in their face right now. Money can be a giant.
Oh, have mercy.
Money is one of the biggest giants.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
I ain't gonna get no amen in. Trying to get a little ouch there. Money is one of the biggest giants when it comes to a believer. As she said by the Spirit of God earlier this morning, Apostle said, I know when we come to church how we break out what we're going to bring in. I know how we break out what we're going to put on. You know, we got the pocket that we show
Right.
and the pocket that we don't show.
You know about it.
I know about it. That's right. And in case the pastor may get real pushy, I'm going to leave that in the car. Tell the truth, shame the devil. That way there we said, well, I can pat myself and honestly say, I ain't got no more. It's in the car, but I don't have nothing in here. I didn't say I didn't have it. You know, I just say it's not in me, it's not on me, it's in the car.
That's right.
You understand? So when it comes to money, people get
Funny.
and that is one of the biggest giants that faces us. But it only becomes a giant when it goes to the things of God. That's why I say,
Have mercy.
because if it's for a new pair of shoes, I ain't got but a few dollars, but guess what? I'm going to pinch a little bit off the rent money. I'll get this back later.
That's real.
I mean, let's be real about this thing.
Amen.
It only becomes a giant when it comes to the things of God.
Jesus.
And it shouldn't be.
Help us, Lord.
It shouldn't be. And so in this series, Facing Your Giants, we're going to look at a few things. We're going to look at a few things. And we got to understand, in order to overcome these giants, we got to trust the giant slayer.
Oh, have mercy.
That's good.
And I got bad news for you, it ain't you.
Well, make it plain.
I don't care how big, how bad you think you are, the giant is bigger than you.
Glory to God.
He is. Because if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't know how to love some people.
That's right. Come on. That's real.
Isn't that one of the things that God requires us to love your enemy?
Amen.
Oh, yes.
Y'all quiet in the
It
house.
does require a pass.
Guess what? That's a giant right there to love your enemy. If it's in a giant, isn't it a giant when you got to give versus receiving? And it's not just money. It could be the fact that it's hospitality. Come on now, everybody you come around you ain't necessarily want them around you.
Oh, have mercy.
That requires you to have that giant slayer there. Isn't it a giant to forgive somebody that mistreated you?
Oh, yes.
Oh, boy, they did this to me. I can't wait till I get in charge. I'm going to do this back to them. And then something. Because you know we always got to do one up on the person that did it. Oh, no, y'all ain't never did that. Y'all did that. I'm going to tell you that. I did one up.
Come on.
Don't mess with me because I got a partner right now. When I retire here in a couple of years, I already know what I'm going to do to him. Oh, I can't say it because see, he might look this up on Facebook. I got a good trick I'm going to play on him. Prayerfully, I'm going to be praying he don't get a heart attack. But I'm just saying, that's what we do. That's our flesh, that's our nature.
Yes.
And when we come to the things of God, we got to bury the nature. That's a giant right there. Yes. We don't want to bury our flesh.
Want to show them?
Come on, man. Y'all be real about this thing. We do not want to bury this flesh.
That's real, Pastor.
I mean, he's comfortable. We good. We good. That's why we need a giant slayer.
Come on. Come on, Pastor.
Because He's the only one that can do it.
Only one.
He's the only one. Nobody else can do it.
No.
You can go talk to some people and think they got it. They got some giants too.
That's right.
Amen.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
No
Yes,
matter
sir.
what. No matter what.
And guess what? They got a battle going on too.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
They got a battle going
My
on.
Lord.
So what
My
we got
Lord.
to do is we got to go to the giant killer, the giant slayer. Now, I will tell you this here, you may not like his methods at times.
Okay. Yeah, your flesh ain't gonna like
You
it.
know what I mean? It might require your flesh to do some things you don't want. I mean, it'd be nice you can sit up there and say, hey, God, you know what, I got this problem here that he did me wrong. I know you want me to forgive him. Can you take him out for me? Yeah, I got it. That ain't happening.
Go over there and bless him. Go over there and bless him.
Y'all heard Pastor Vanessa, right? Go over there. In other words, in order for you to slay that giant, I want you to go bless that giant. What? I know you ain't. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes.
And that's like always show up at the right time when you don't want to hear.
That's right. That's right.
And guess who's making the static? We are. God is clear. We don't know who's up there. We do the sound effects and not even know we do it. Am I telling the truth?
Yes.
And so because of that there, when he said go bless your neighbor who's been giving you all kind of fits, that if you saw him, you would run him over, pretend you was reaching for your cell phone. And call it an accident. I can't do that for Pastor Vanessa, because Lord knows she got a good relationship with God. She will stop my car right there. I'll be already to an invisible wall. I don't know the woman I'm married to. Y'all do not know. I tell you that, don't mess with Pastor Vanessa. I know I got a good relationship with God. She got an excellent relationship. I'm just keeping it real. Brother Anthony, you better watch it. There. Building that relationship. Sister Yolanda, build that relationship. That thing, you to be sitting up there, so why am I doing this here? Rubbing her feet and everything. I don't even like messing with her feet. She praying for it. Just keep it real.
Tight right now.
And so with that hair, God will tell you to do what your flesh don't want to do in order to slay the giant.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's it.
Yeah.
You ask God for patience, oh, he gonna put you around some folks.
Oh, my goodness.
How many of you ever asked for patience? And you got stuck on 285. And everybody around you, you can't go nowhere.
Nowhere. I don't ever want to build.
And you sitting up there calling everybody out there but a child of God. And then asking God to forgive you.
Lord, you know these people. I know this may be.
No, I gotta do that. Y'all see that movie? I think it was Morgan Freeman in it and Jim Carrey, where the hole opened up and everything. It was, you know, he made away his. Guess what? It ain't happening. That's why you saw it on TV. It ain't happening in real life. But you have to see, understand. When God is doing something for you, he's got to do something in you.
Oh, have mercy.
Inside out.
Inside out. He's got to do it in you. Because if he do what you want him to do and never do something on the inside, you wouldn't appreciate, you wouldn't acknowledge, you wouldn't recognize who he is.
Glory to God.
So if you ask for patience, he got to put you on 285 stuck in the traffic when you can't go back.
My Lord.
You can't go nowhere.
Glory to God. Glory.
Or he's going to put you around that person who you can't stand and be around with, and all of a sudden y'all stuck in an elevator. And you can't get out. All of a sudden the elevator break down. Oh, right.
Love you, Jesus.
Because I got to work in you to show the giant how I want you to be.
Oh, have mercy.
Come on.
You see, he's not working in you just for you. He's also working in you in order to help slay the giant.
Oh, have mercy. Glory. Glory.
I'm just giving you the foundation. He's got the work in you to help slay the giant. This is not totally on God. We are in this thing called co-laborers,
Co-laborers.
which means we got a role to play
That's
too.
right. That's right. That's right.
So that's what God needs you to do. He needs you to show
Oh, God.
Christ through you to the giant you want to get slain. So that means he needs you to love your enemy in spite of.
That's
Oh, have
right.
He
mercy.
needs you to have patience. He needs you to bless those that don't want to bless you.
That's real.
He needs you to do that.
Come on.
Jesus.
And what you be doing is you be willing that giant on down.
That's right. Yes, indeed.
Come
You
on.
bring
Yes,
it on
indeed.
down.
Yes,
On
indeed.
down.
Cutting them off.
And they don't even know it.
Don't even know. Don't have a clue.
They don't even know what's going on. They sit up there and say, I tried this, I tried that, I said this, I said that, and nothing seems to work.
That's right. Because God loved that old giant too, Pastor.
Come on now, come on now, that's real.
Keep that song.
Jesus.
Shoes done got a little tight in you.
Yep.
Glory to God.
But he loves that giant. That's why he's not going to slay the giant the way we want the giant
That's right.
slayed.
That's exactly
Because we want to just
Cut them off.
cut him off. No compassion, no mercy, no love. Just think if God did that to you.
Oh, have mercy.
Just think if he did that to you.
My Lord.
That's why we got grace and mercy.
Yes, Lord.
Jesus.
And if we got it as a believer, how much more do we want to show it to those that have not believed?
Oh,
That's right.
come on.
That's right.
That's real. That's real.
That's right.
Y'all with me?
Yes.
Amen, amen.
So that's how we show. That's how we bring the giant down. That's how we break it down. But in order to do that, that means we got to also let God slay some giants in us.
That's right.
Come on,
Oh,
say
have
that,
mercy.
say that.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Because I'm
Thank
gonna tell
you.
you now, don't think because you're a believer, don't think because you accepted Christ, you still ain't got some giants of
Come
your
on.
Come
own.
on. That's real. That's real.
And I want you to understand something. I'm not
Still so.
talking to you personally, I'm talking to all of us.
Amen.
Yes. That's
Amen.
glory.
I
Yes.
got some giants too.
Come on.
That's right.
Come on.
Some I don't want to let go.
Come on.
Amen, somebody.
Glory to
But God
God.
is still working on me. And the thing is this here, I'm allowing him to increase and me decrease.
Yes.
Because the more I decrease, the less of the giants in me can do anything.
Come
That's
on.
right, that's right.
Because they can only do with what it is. See, understand, if I'm really big up here, I am, the giants got all this here.
Yes.
But the more I keep
Who's
decreasing
that?
and decreasing, the less the giants can grow.
Come on.
Yes, yes.
That's good. That's good.
So that's what it's about. It's about me dying in order for him to live.
Amen.
Yes, yes,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And we don't want to do that. You know, trust somebody.
Come on.
That's real. That's real.
Amen.
Who do they think they are talking to me like that?
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Who they think they are acting, treating me? Do they know who I am?
Come on.
My Lord.
Yeah, they know who you are. That's why they messing with you even
Yeah,
more.
better say it.
That's real. That's real.
So what we have to do is we have to let God. He said, I'll fight your battles.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Lord.
You know, in Ephesians, he tells us, he said, there's two things I want you to do. He said, first of all, I want you to put on the whole armor of God.
Yes.
Put it all on. He never tells you to take it off. And then the second thing he said for you to do is when you've done all you can do,
Just stand.
stand. Stand. Now understand that standing don't necessarily have to be like this. Standing can be prostrated out on the floor.
Come on
Standing
now.
can be on your knees.
Yeah.
Standing can be going around worshiping God, tears coming out of your eye, but you're still standing and believing who God is and what he can do. That's the standing God wants us to
Oh,
do.
yes.
Yes.
But we mess up with, and you know why he don't tell you to take off your equipment, your armor, because when you take it out, you just open up
That's right.
an area for the
Oh,
adversary.
yes. Yes.
Amen.
I want you to understand something. He gives you everything for the front and nothing for the back.
Come on.
Okay.
And the reason being because you ain't supposed to be running.
That's right. That's right.
Tell your neighbor, say you ain't supposed to be running.
You ain't supposed to be running.
Stand still.
Because when you run, here's here's what happened. Enemy is facing, y'all the enemy coming after me. I'm facing y'all. I can see what you're doing. But when I run, now my whole back is exposed. And the enemy is so good, he don't have to be right up on you to take you down.
Okay. Oh, dark.
Y'all understand?
Yes, yes, yes.
That's why you. Do you ever see anywhere in the Bible where Jesus sat there and was running from anybody?
Nothing.
No matter what he
never.
had to deal with, he dealt with it face up. Straight up. He dealt with it straight up. How come we can't deal with something straight up? He said, I never leave you nor forsake you. He said, I'm right there with you.
Come on,
Yes.
Lord.
What you got to be scared of?
My Lord.
Yes.
My Lord.
So that's why he tells us to put it on and then stand.
Glory, glory, glory.
Putting it on means I got faith and I trust who my God is.
All
And when I
right.
stand and I know he's doing everything he needs to do, all I got to do is just.
Hallelujah.
And the more I praise God, the greater, the more stronger the fight is that
Amen.
he's taking down.
Amen.
He's with us alone. So I want to get you to understand that as we go through this here, the question I got for you is, what giants you got in your life? And don't say you don't have none, because you got some.
Everybody.
Everybody got some.
Everybody.
You got some giants. What giants do you have in your life? Because the giants you got in your life is interrupting the relationship between you and God.
Yes, it is.
My Lord. My Lord.
Amen, somebody.
Amen.
Amen.
Peter had one. Peter had a few. Peter thought he was bad. I mean, he got, if you ever look at Peter, Peter got cocky sometimes.
Oh, yes.
Peter got arrogant at sometimes. Those were giants. That was Peter.
Oh, Jesus.
Daniel had, David had a giant in his life. He didn't go out to the field like he was supposed to in the middle of war. He's sitting on there looking, oh yeah. We all have giants.
Yes.
We all have giants.
We do.
And so we can't walk around and say we don't have him. But you have to be honest with yourself.
That's right.
Yes.
What giants do you have? And the only way you're going to get rid of them, you got to trust
Lord have mercy.
that God can do what he said he's going to do.
Amen.
And that means you got to decrease in order for him to increase.
Amen.
Come on.
Amen.
Come on.
Y'all with me?
Yes.
Let's go to Genesis, the 25th chapter. We ain't going to be,
You've already preached.
we ain't going to be too long. Give me about 10 minutes.
Praise God.
Genesis, I already got Brother Jeremy going to put it up there. I just want to set the foundation of this story.
25.
Genesis, did I say 25 or?
Yeah.
25. Yeah. What we was looking at? Now, the translation will be in the Message Bible. He's going to put it up on the screen. If it can get on the screen, because I got a Message translation, but I want everybody to see it. The Fellowship of Jesus Christ Church International. I'm having a good time.
There it is.
Oh, there it is? Okay. All right. This is, you don't have to worry about standing. You can read it up on the screen here. Like I said, this is in the Message Bible, so it might be different from the NIV or something. No, I said, oh, Genesis, brother. Giant.
That's Genesis though.
Oh, yeah, but well, I agree with you, Genesis. That's why when I saw Isaiah, Isaac, but so see y'all giant. She put a giant up there. Y'all sorry, it's easy to play out. All right, this is the family tree of Isaac, son of Abraham. Abraham had Isaac. Isaac was 40 years old when he married Rebekah, daughter of
Bethuel.
Who?
Bethuel.
Bethuel. The next
The Aramean.
of
Padan.
I
Aram.
love Pastor Vanessa. She was a sister.
Of Laban.
That, all
Armenian.
right, I'm glad all this going on Facebook. Isaac prayed hard to God for his wife because she was barren.
Okay.
Everybody know what ladies?
Yeah.
God answered his prayer and Rebekah became pregnant. God answered his prayer. It's important to catch these little nuggets when you're here. But the children tumbled and kicked inside of her so much that she said, if this is the way it's going to be, why go on living? Now I want you to understand, we're going to see she's got twins. And that's why children, there's two of them going in there, and they kicking and they moving around, boy, I tell you. I probably
Oh, you don't know about that, don't you?
Okay, I was going to say, I would have been drunk if it was me, so that way keep them asleep.
You don't know about
But I
that.
know about that. Thank you, Lord. You didn't make a mistake. You made me a man.
No, not that.
She went to God to find out what was going on. God told her, 2 nations, everybody say 2 nations,
2 nations.
are in your womb, 2 people butting heads while still in your body. Look at this. You got 2 nations, they inside already.
Okay.
They ain't got out yet. They inside to carry it on. One people will overpower the other, and the older will serve the youngest.
Have
Anybody
mercy.
ever been like that? Where you the oldest, but yet you serving the younger ones? Anybody ever been like that? Nobody? Okay, but that ain't a good feeling, is it? When her time when her time to give birth came, sure enough, there was twins in her womb. The first came out reddish, as if, what's that?
Snugly.
Snugly wrapped in a hairy blanket. They named him Esau, which stands for Harry. His brother followed. His fist clutched tight to Esau's heel. They named him Jacob, which is heel. Isaac was 60 years old when they were born. All right, so you got the legits right here, right? You got the older one coming out, but the second one right there got a hand on his heels like saying, we're going to fight or whatever the case may be. You're going nowhere. Y'all understand, there's a battle started then, and then you see that the fact is he's supposed to take care of the youngest one. The boys grew up. Esau became an expert hunter and outdoorsman. Jacob was a quiet man, preferring life indoors among the tent. I'm an Esau. I like to get outside. I used to when I was in the military. Pastor Nelson looked at me, yeah, right. Now I kind of come inside. I ain't going to the woods. Was a quiet man, preferring life indoors among the tent. I'm sorry. I just thought about that, and I'm sitting there saying, Lord, if people had to go out to Africa, they'd be saying, I need an air conditioner, I need the color TV, I need to model bathroom. Y'all know if we had to go on a missionary journey. Anybody want to go? Everybody want to go? Got two. Everybody else need those things, right? Air conditioner, color TV, sports. Y'all big, y'all big. Act like you would go. I ain't hear no Lord, if you need somebody, send me. Okay. Jacob was a quiet man, preferring life indoors among the tent. Isaac loved Esau because he loved his game. But Rebekah, now I want you to catch these 2. Isaac loved Esau because he loved his game. Game also for food. Okay. But Rebekah loved Jacob. Y'all see the division right there? Do parents get like that?
Yes.
They do.
Oh, yes, yes, sir.
One of the things my kids always asking me when they was coming up, Dad, who you love the most? That's Leah, Rachel, and Justin. Well, it was more or less Leah and Rachel. They would always say, who you love the most? And I said, I love all y'all the same. Now, I wanted to know. And Justin, he didn't get so caught up as he got older. Leah and Rachel, who you love the most? Who you love the most? I would never tell them which one it was. I said, I love you all the same. Because that can bring it. But sometimes in our action, if I say action, we show who we love more than we show the other. And we got to be careful with that.
Absolutely.
Got to be careful with that. Young parents, you got to be careful with that. You got to know. All right, so one day Jacob was cooking a stew. Esau came in from the field starving. Esau said to Jacob, give me some of that red stew. I'm starving. That's how he became Edom, which is read. Now, Jacob coming in, Esau coming in, been out there, hunting, didn't get nothing. He's starving. hey, who's cooking? Jacob's cooking, right? So he said, hey, come on, give me some food. And you would think, brother. Hey, I mean, come on. And yeah, we had a little battle inside Mama Stop Me. We out now, we grown. Share the stew, right? All right, let's go on to the next one. Any day now.
And
Jacob said, make me a trade. Now, wait a minute. Now, we supposed to be brothers. Y'all follow me? We supposed to be brothers. And you want to trade with me? You want to trade with me? My stew for your rights as the firstborn. Wait a minute. What does trade and firstborn coming in with me and you being brothers? And I'm just asking you for some meat, brother. You cooking. If you was at my place, I'd fix you something to eat. Y'all follow me? I want you to see that the fact is sometimes giants come from people who you love.
Come on,
that's true. That's true.
People who are closest to you can become your giants.
My Lord.
Esau said, I'm starving. What good is a birthright if I'm beef? So what did he do? He gave in. He gave in. Me, I'm probably going to accept that and knock my brother down. I'm the oldest. Knock him down. Take the stew. I'm just keeping it real. And not even leave him nothing. Even if he cooked it. And then if it don't taste good, talk about it. Y'all have done that to your family members before. I know you have. Jacob said, look at Jacob. Jacob said, first swear to me. And he did. On oath, Esau traded away his rights as the firstborn. Now, if that ain't cold blood, I don't know what is. But you know what? What I said earlier, sometimes we got our own giants. He wanted that food so bad. He was starving so bad that he was willing to give away his birthright. And sometimes we sit up there, we want something so bad that what God has blessed us with, we'll turn it around and try to get rid of it. We'll turn our back on God because we want something for the world greater than what we want God to do.
Yes, that's real. That's real.
That's real. His birthright. But because of food, he was willing to let it go. What have you given up that God is trying to bless you with because something that the world is offering you?
no, have mercy.
Help us, God.
Oh, Jesus, my Savior.
What have you given up? God said, stay faithful. God said, just pay your tithe. Make that sacrifice that was said today. That's all God said. Lord, I can't do that. I need that drink today when we get out of church. That soda's calling my name. I got to go to that restaurant this evening. Because it's a restaurant open up. I got to go there and spend that money. Come on. These are things that we're giving up. That we want to hold on to. And yet God's got a greater blessing.
Yes, he
Lord, have
does.
mercy.
Yes, he does.
Thank you, Holy Father.
He's got a greater blessing.
Exceedingly great.
We think that what the world has. He saw that. He thought, oh, well, I don't need my birthright. Why do I need to hold on to my birthright? If you don't feed me. Well, guess what? He was a hunter. How many of you know that hunters, if you hunt, it's a good chance you know how to cook?
Come on now. Say it.
I don't know no hunter go out there and hunt something, then bring it back and say, hey, you cook it.
Right.
Because see, a lot of times hunters out there in the woods and stuff, they fix their own
They
food.
do.
That's right.
He knew how to cook. But because he was self that so caught up, see, sometimes we get caught up in stuff and we don't want to do stuff because it would have took him a little bit longer time if he cooked it himself. So we take the easy way out. Amen, somebody. We like taking the easy way out of the situation.
Man.
Well, okay, you know what? I'm going to start to death. I'll give you what good is the birthright. And he did. Esau traded away his rights as the firstborn. Jacob gave him bread and the stew of lentils. He ate and drank, got up and left. That's how Esau struggled off his rights. Shrugs off his rights as the firstborn. first point out, you gave it up over some food.
Done. It was done, Pastor.
Ask yourself, what have you given up for?
Oh,
What have you given up God's blessing for?
Come on now.
Jesus.
And if you really think about it, it wasn't worth it. God said, I shall supply all your needs
Come on.
according to my riches and glory in heaven.
Gave up that anointing
You
for that
gave
funeral.
up
on
the
now.
anointing God had on your life over a soda, over a coat, over some money, over some food, over some women, over some alcohol, over some drugs.
Come on, preach it up.
Pastor.
You gave it up
Glory to God.
because you didn't want to obey.
Lord have mercy.
You didn't want to push yourself through. You didn't want to do it yourself.
My Lord.
You wanted the easy way out.
Glory to God. Wow.
Tell somebody he took the easy way out.
He took the easy way out.
Next. Where we go?
Chapter 26.
Yeah,
Next chapter.
yeah, next chapter. All right, so let's, because I didn't tell him how far I wanted him to go. Tell you what, we're going to say the rest of that for next week.
Praise him. Praise him.
We're going to say the
Yes.
rest of that for next week.
Praise God.
Y'all know, how can I do that? I'm the pastor.
Amen. That's it.
Amen.
I'm trying to get you to understand that the fact is this here, you go face giants, all walks, all kind of ways, and you got to recognize them when they come.
Yes.
And then the thing when they come is you need to go in prayer. Lord, how to deal with this situation.
Yes.
Because he'll give you the way out
Yes, he
Oh,
will.
yes.
if
Yes,
you
he
trust
will.
in him. You
Yes.
see, a lot more came behind just this, okay, giving over the birthright. A lot more came
A
behind
lot
that.
more.
This was just the start. And there are things going on in your life that's just the start. That if you don't recognize what's going on, you'll get caught up with in a bad situation down the line.
Oh, yes.
How many times you've been starting in something, and before you know it, you in something, and then you ask yourself, how did I get in
Oh,
what I
yeah,
need?
done that.
My Lord.
Oh, ain't nobody like, okay, well,
Amen. Come on.
Been there.
I've been there. I've been there. And it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling.
My Lord.
And so what God is saying is the fact that this is that we're gonna be challenged. Being a child of God, you're gonna get challenged.
Yes, we are.
Don't be a
yeah.
child of God, you still gonna get challenged.
Yeah.
You just don't get challenged one way as you do the other way.
That's right.
But you're gonna get challenged. You think you're on living good, but it ain't necessarily that.
That's right.
And the adversary got too many people believing that. But when you become a child of God, you sign up in his army. Oh, he trying his, he gonna throw some stuff at you you never thought you would get thrown at. The reason being because he trying to win you back because you think you left a good life.
Okay. Okay.
Y'all know that, right? Y'all left a good life to be in God's army. Y'all believe that, right? How many of you believe that?
No.
Nobody believe that? Good.
We didn't. We didn't.
Because you just got into the best life you could ever
Come
be
on now.
when you accepted Christ.
That's it.
My Lord. My Lord.
All
That's
that
real.
was camouflage. Y'all know camouflage. Camouflage is stuff that you know hide the real what's behind it.
That's right.
You know. So you thought you was in a good life, but now you're in a good
My
life.
Lord.
Because see here, if your time runs out, it's by chance, which I pray everybody have a long life, but by chance it ends, Jesus come back. Guess where you're going? Heaven is your home.
My Lord. My Lord.
That's a good place to be.
That's
Yes,
a good answer.
amen. Yes,
I
amen.
don't know about you, but that's a good place to
That's a good answer.
be. Tell your neighbor, heaven
Heaven.
is a good place to be.
It's a good place to be.
Praise him.
Show enough, show enough.
Now, what you want to do is you want to stay on course. Because the worst thing you can do is show up at the gate and all of a sudden find your name not on the road.
Oh, have mercy.
That there's no room for you in the end.
That's
not a good feeling. Because everybody's going,
Don't want
but
that.
everybody not's going to get in.
my Lord.
Y'all understand? Everybody can go to the ATM, but everybody can't make it.
That's right.
Now, that's the truth.
That's right.
Everybody can't make make a withdrawal. And me, the worst thing I can do is go to an ATM and I can't make a withdrawal.
Oh, have mercy.
Feelings hurt.
Sure does.
See that?
And Lord help you if you got somebody standing there watching you. Put your card, oh, you got somebody in the car with you. You don't put the card in and get that.
Machine broke.
Woo, you talking about getting talked about?
Machine broke. Lord help.
Oh, I tell you.
Right, work.
That's why I would take Pastor Nelson with me in case that's it. Because I know that look. We going on 32 years this year. I know that look. I don't even have to look at her now. Last night while I was looking at this show, I was talking some stuff. She said, well, how much did you spend? I was looking at the TV. I'm trying to, I got some paper. Ooh. I mean, it was getting hot there. She just stared. I'm looking. Look at the show on TV. Y'all guys ain't had that happen.
Right.
But I'm saying, y'all know I like to have fun. But y'all saying, out of the truth of the matter is, the worst thing you can do is walk this life and can't go in.
Oh, sure enough, sure enough.
Because you let giants hold you up.
That's
That's the
right.
worst thing. Oh my goodness.
Don't want it.
I told somebody the other day, Paul said the worst thing I can do is preach and teach and can't make it in.
I
I lost because of something that I held on to. Ooh,
That's real.
Help us, God.
all the preparation, all the planning, everything you invest. And then when you get there all of a sudden, oh well, we ain't got room for you. Your name ain't on the list.
My Lord. My Lord.
Let me break it home to you. Then we get ready to close because we got communion. Ladies more recognize this than men. You preparing a meal for a group of people. As you prepare the meal, you turn right around here and sit there. And everybody done got ate. You sit there, oh yeah, I'm gonna try my stuff. And next thing you know, you look around, all the food gone, and you didn't get one piece. You ain't gonna be too happy. Or you might smile and stuff, but as soon as they walk out that door, the stuff that's gonna come out of your mouth, tell the truth, shame the devil. Tell the truth. You're gonna say some things. They came here and ate up all my food, and I didn't get not one piece. So I'm saying, this here, as we go forward in this series, ask yourself what giants you got. And then, if you don't know what they are, ask God.
Amen.
Now, you might not like the answer, because he's going to tell you what the giants you got. I don't care how clean you think you are, he can show you some more. Ask God to show you the giants. And then next thing you know, ask him to help you get rid of it.
Amen. Amen.
I promise you, if you're sincere in your heart, he'll start removing them for you.
Oh, yeah.
He'll start removing them for you. And here's the thing, when you start getting rid of them, you can't go to the closet and grab them and pull them back
Come
out
on
again.
now. Come on.
You can't go back and pull them again. Because then you show God, even though I'm telling you I want you to get rid of, I want to still hold on to a few of them. But if you do that, I'm telling you, and I want to jump on what Apostle said earlier. 2018 is an awesome year for believers. And some of you really are thinking that this is going to be a year similar to what you came out of.
Come on now.
But this year, what you came out of, and the year you finna go into, it's gonna be totally as different day and night.
That's right.
And God is gonna work some miracles in those that will trust, obey, and believe in Him.
Come on.
Amen.
I'm telling you,
It's the truth.
He's going to do it. But the question that you gotta ask yourself is, how much do you trust? And how much are you going to obey? There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. How far are you willing to go with God to allow him to show up and show out in your life.
Amen.
I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. You said you got a text message today, right? That you had a job. Were you expecting that? God ain't gonna take all day to do what he's gonna do.
No,
Amen.
no.
He's not gonna take all day. Just because she was obedient
That's
with
it.
what was said
That's it.
and believe right here in church, God is showing you that the fact is, I'm gonna show up and show off for those that believe and
That's
obey.
right.
Lord have mercy.
That's right.
The worst thing you do is be chasing after the train pulled out the station.
Come on.
Amen.
Oh, y'all know.
That's the worst thing you can do. Trying to chase the train after the train done pulled out the station. Don't be one chasing the train.
That's right.
Don't be the one chasing after it. Be on the train. Be on the train. Today required a sacrifice. But guess what? Sacrifices ain't through yet.
That's right.
Man,
It's gonna be a lot more sacrifices.
that's real.
That's right.
But if you trust God in the end, it's gonna pay out.
That's right.
It's gonna pay out. Quiet in the house.
Amen.
Amen.
But it's real.
It's real.
Amen.